Welcome to this tutorial on automation testing in using Katalon. So for this tutorial, we are going to see how we can write data back to Excel file. So the scenario would be we will open a web page and capture an object and try to save that captured object into our Excel file. So for this scenario, we will first open a URL, then we will capture one object. In this case, we will capture a particular string, and by making use of regular expression that we have seen in our previous tutorial, and then we will capture it back and save it back to an Excel file. And the last step would be save to Excel. These are basically the scenarios. So first we need to have something called as jxl.jar. This jxl.jar, you need to export it into the Katalon using project settings, and under the external libraries you can point it and click on OK. Next step is you need to manually create an Excel file on your local machine. Third step would be to use a piece of code using Java. So coding using Java, and in the Java code we need to mention the path of the Excel file and the worksheet that we need to save the data and the variable in which we have already stored the captured object. Okay. Okay, let's get started. So the first step would be export the JXL to Katalon. So all you can do is click on project, then click on settings, go to external libraries, and here you can add. After you click on add, you can uh, locate the path where your jxl.jar file is located and then click on open. Okay, once you click on open, this is how it would look like, and then just click on apply and then click on OK. Then the second step would be to create Excel file where we want to store the data. So let's say I want to store the data in any of the folder structure that you want. So this is the file that we are going to use. So let me just open it and show that there is no data residing it inside this file. Okay, so there is nothing inside this file. So this is just a empty file. Then the third step is to go to Katalon. Okay, let me browse to the scripting mode. In our previous tutorial, we have seen how to use regular expression to capture an object. So basically what we are going to do is, this is the URL. Let me show you. Okay. And the OTP or the tag that we are going to read is for, let's say, okay, so this is the tag that we want to store into Excel file. Okay, so here is the code. So this, which we have already covered, we click navigate to the URL and save all the DOM elements into a variable, which is a web OTP, and then apply the pattern, which is for the matching string, this matching string and the matching string over here, and then we use the matcher and we'll get the OTP. to save the OTP or the extracted text from a web page into an Excel file. So the first step that we need to do is this is the piece of code which we are going to deal with. So first is like, here is the path of the Excel file which is on your local machine, which is the one that we have just seen. Is so you have to take this path, and along with that you need to give the path and put the name of the Excel file as well. And then just bear in mind that you need to have, when you copy the path, you need to have the directory structure to be separated with double backslash over here. Okay. uh, this data is nothing but the name of the Excel sheet. So for example, the Excel sheet that we have done, we have just opened, you need to rename it to data or any meaningful name that you want. And even if you're not giving any data name to it, you will put the default name of the Excel sheet, which would be like sheet 1. Okay. And this is the extracted tag that we have captured from the web, the one which we have tried to print and do the matching over here. So you need to pass it as a variable over here. And then 1.0. Okay, let me explain you what is this 1.0, or maybe if we change it to 00, what does it mean? So basically the first zero, or the first value that you see over here, is the location of the column in the Excel file. So basically the first column is has the index of 0, second column will have the index of 2, and so on. And the second value is the row number. So 00 basically is actually first row, first column and first row. So the index for that would be 00. So if I just open the Excel file, and let me show you how to change those coordinates. So this is my 0 comma 0 location. This would be the first, the second column, so index would be 1. And because the row is the first row, so the index will be 0. And then this would be 0 comma 1, and this would be 1 comma 1. So we can play around with those things. So in our case, what we'll do is we will try to save the extracted OTP on this particular location. Okay. If you want, you can change the value to 0 1 or 1 1 or 1 0 into your code, and then accordingly at that particular location it will save the OTP. So let me just wipe it out. So currently now there is no tag or no data inside this file. So we will just close it. Coming back to the code. So that's about the code. And then you need to this is a very important line, you need to close the workbook. If you don't put this line of code, then you will have some kind of error. So we need to open the workbook, and then we need to close. So this is basically the syntax. I'll be sharing the code, and that's all about it. So let's go through this script one more time. It's like, this is the capabilities that we have added. So it's like opening the web browser, navigating to the page where we are going to extract the text, and we are storing the entire DOM element into a variable called web OTP, and then we use the matter and pattern and the matcher class, and the final extracted OTP is saved into a variable called as TAC tag. Then we are going to make use of this variable to be referenced over here to save in the Excel file. So let's save it and try to run it. Okay, the test case has executed successfully. So let's go and verify the tag that we were looking for to be saved into the Excel. So we can do a verification as well. So basically we were looking for this tag for this particular transaction. So let's first verify what is the tag that we are supposed to. to store. So the tag that should be stored into the Excel file would be 886855. So let's open the Excel file and see if it has captured the right value. Okay, so it's the same thing. You can see it's 886855, and same thing over here as well, 886855. So this is how we make use of a little bit of Java code to write back the data into the Excel file. I'm not sure if the latest version of the Katalon has that as a inbuilt function or method, but if even if it is not there, this is how we try to solve this issue. If you have Yeah, that's all about it. So thank you very much.